Hi, Sarah Banas here, Learn to Craft. I am going to teach you today a super easy skill, important. I'm going to teach you how to get perfect sizing on every project every time. So, first, let me say you can see that I'm working in Cricut Design Space. This is going to work the same across any program that you're using. It's going to be the exact same process. I had to pick one, so I picked one. So let's go ahead and get to work. The first thing, well, I want to mention a couple of things. First off, ignore that the t-shirt is wrinkled. It just came out of the package, so it'll get worked out in the press, whatever. Um, Also, and I don't know why it looks dingy. It's super white in real life. So also let me just state, obviously I have a cold. Bear with me. I was gonna not make the video until I got my voice back, but I'm so backed up on content I've promised you guys, and this video is so easy that I figured you just bear with me. So let's get to work. The first thing that you're gonna do, this is incredibly easy. So I'm sorry, one more thing real quick. Uh, if the video is helpful or of interest to you, like the video, but also subscribe to my channel. When you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get a notification when the new videos come out, probably once or twice a week. Lots of really good videos coming up you're not going to want to miss. I have a whole design tutorial series coming out free. It'll be uploaded to the channel. You're not going to want to miss it. So subscribe to the channel. You get a notification when the new videos come out. And then when you're looking at the video, underneath there is like an arrow down. If you click on that, that'll expand the video description. I'm going to link in there this design. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to link the design as a whole, but I'm also going to link this font, one of my absolute favorites. So I'll link both of those in the video description. I'm also going to link our Facebook group. I'll link to, we have like 15 groups totaling like 2.25 million members. I'm going to link Cricut and Silhouette for beginners, and I'm going to link, which is about 200,000, and I'm going to link Sublimation for beginners, which is about maybe 95,000. Both are super friendly, super helpful. You'll love both. So join one or both. I'll link them in the video description. So now let's get to work. We can get rid of this. Okay, it's just super easy. So get rid of this, give ourselves some room. Take this, make this bigger. Make sure this is in front. Yep. Okay. So this is our measuring stick. Okay. Move this over to the side. The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your substrate, which in this case is this t-shirt, whatever you're putting your design on. Take a picture of it. Try to take your camera, so maybe lay your substrate on the floor so that you can get above it and be horizontal with your camera so that you're not getting like a tilted picture of it. You want it to be straight forward on. So take a picture of it and upload that to your design program, in this case, Design Space. So that you're going to upload it just like you would upload a design. In this case, go to right here, upload, and then go to upload again, and then upload image, and then just search for it and upload it like you're uploading a design. Okay, so then take this with it uploaded, right, and then upload the design that you want to use. Okay, make yourself a little measuring stick. You don't have to put measure little arrows. To make yourself a measuring stick, you can take a shape and like that. You saw that I clicked that to so that you can get it out of proportion, and then so that's your measuring stick. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, I'll get rid of this because I'm gonna use my pre-made measuring stick. What you're gonna do is, now that you have your photograph uploaded, you're gonna measure your substrate. This case for the t-shirt, and you're gonna measure the actual substrate, not the image, not the picture you've uploaded. So in this case for the t-shirt, I always measure t-shirts armpit to armpit. That's going to give you the most accurate reading. So I already know that this t-shirt armpit to armpit is 14 inches. So I have my measuring stick selected. I'm going to go up to my sizing up here, and I'm going to increase that to 14. Make sure that your lock is still selected so that it doesn't go out of proportion. Okay, and now you can move this out of the way. Okay. Now, take your design and put it over your image. Okay. Sizing is important here. Okay, so if you are making a shirt, a lot of times I see people and they'll make the design like this size, right? And then kind of like put it center. And that looks incredibly homemade. So then there's nothing wrong with homemade if that's what you're going for. You know, I mean, if you're giving a gift to your grandma and she doesn't care and you don't care, great. If you're trying to sell and you're trying to be competitive in an incredibly competitive industry, um, you're gonna want to get your sizing correct. So sizing on shirts, the rule of thumb is that the more real estate on the shirt that you can take up, the larger you can make your image without overwhelming the shirt, the more it's going to look store bought. Okay. So, and we'll talk about placement in a second here, but let's first get our sizing correct. Okay, so the sizing on this, you don't want it so large that you're wrapping around underneath the underarms or, where your arms fall. You don't want that, your arms to cover it. So that would be right about the limit for this. Okay, now your placement is going to be close your fingers together, 3 fingers down from right about. That's not a constant, but it is a general rule. 3 fingers down from your collar line. And let me just address that that's obviously not going to be the case if you're dealing with, like a deep scoop neck or if you're dealing with a V neck. Children's shirts are generally looking at about 2.5, sometimes 2, but generally like 2.5 fingers down from the neckline. So this is going to be just about perfect on the shirt. That would be just about a perfect placement and size. So now to get it to the correct size to cut so that it cuts to the correct size, you're going to want to select both of these and down here on the bottom, click attach. That's just for the purposes of working with this. It makes it a little bit easier to size. So now with this selected, you're going to take a wild guess. So I'm going to guess that I'm going to need this to be, let's say I'm going to need this to be 17 inches wide. Make sure that your lock is locked so it stays in proportion. Click enter. Okay, and I think that this is actually in the front, so I'm going to send this to back. Yeah. So here's our measuring stick. Put that in place and see how close you got it. So this shirt needs to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to actually say that, so click off your measuring stick and back onto your shirt. And I'm going to increase this to 18.5. See how close that is. And this does not have to be exact. You want to get it pretty close, but it does not have to be exact. So that's pretty close. That's close enough. You can see that you're right on the armpit and right on the armpit. Okay. So now you can get rid of your measuring stick. You don't need that any longer. And you can click on your shirt and you can click detach. And now you can get rid of your shirt. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So this is now the perfect size. So that's just a little bit too large to cut without getting a problem. I don't think the machine, I think they can go to Cricut at least. I think Cricut can go to, it's either 11.75 or 11.5. But either way, you have enough leeway there. You've already made it so large that you're not going to hurt anything at all to drop it. Oops. That isn't what we wanted. So select, and then you make sure within your, you're within your cutting range. So we'll make it 11.5. And actually with this design, we actually could have left it at that. We could have, because these are 2 layers. So neither one of the 2 would have been too large. But just for the sake of argument, so that make sure that you're checking your width against, what your capability of your machine is. But so that's perfect. So right now, all you need to do, because this is, flattened that together. So this is 2 layers. So that's it. These are now ready to cut. Send that to machine. That's going to cut perfect for my substrate for that shirt. That's a perfect size for it. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's so incredibly easy. And you can do this. It doesn't have to be just shirts. It can be pants. It can be, if you're doing a frame, if you anything you're doing, it's that easy to get your sizing exactly correct. So if you have any questions at all, you can ask them underneath the video here, or better yet, join the group. You can always approach me in the group. Always happy to help. Make sure you like the video and subscribe so you get notifications of the new videos when they come out, especially that design series. You do not want to miss that. I'll link everything. I'll link this design in the video description. I'll link the font in the video description. If you have any questions at all, like I said, feel free to ask, but that's all there is to it. Super easy. So I hope you have a good day. Bye.